K-Rino Radio. Ha. K-Rino Radio. Ha. Ha. Let's tell them about it. You're listening to K-Rino Radio on 90.1. Who is he? What is he? What does he do? Where is he from? H-Town, where the independent grind was invented. Understand, I'm the property owner, you just a tenant. KPFT is the station and location for the really special guests. Good knowledge and information for the coldest on the air. We making a strong case. If you scared of the truth, then you in the wrong place. Every Friday, 11 o'clock p.m. Central. We cooking the game, serving it up, feeding your mental. You can even call in, dial 713, backdoor it with 526 KPFT. We ain't playing with them, we gon' tell it like it is, partner. Out of town, KPFT.org, yeah, we got ya. How'd I get on the airways? I know y'all like, wow, K-Rino Radio, homie, starting right about now. How'd I get on the airways? I know y'all like, wow, K-Rino Radio, homie, starting right about now.
Our guest has walked into the building, the man. He's not a myth, but he is a legend. And we're gonna get right into it with my brother as we swing the camera over. My brother Lil Flip is in the building. The man himself.
What up? How
and he
doing?
got my boy Pillar up there. I see you, Pillar. Oh, Pillar. Man, yeah, no doubt, man. How you feeling? How you feeling, OG? How you feeling, my brother?
Blessed, man. Blessed. I woke up today. Some people ain't wake up today, so.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. We are honored to have you in the building with us, man, especially on this rainy night. And because I know people don't like to travel, and you know, we thankful that you in town, even bless us with your presence, man. You know, for those who probably been in a cave for the last 5,000 years, man, I love to give my brothers the introductions they deserve. This man is a multi-platinum artist. He sold millions and millions of records, been in the game over 20 plus years, man. Has released some of the greatest hits to come out of Houston and come out of the industry. Period, man. From This Is the Way We Ball, The Sunshine, The Diamonds All in Your Face, I Can Do That, Game Over. Just all these, this extensive list of hits, man. He's an original S.U.C. member, man. One of the greatest freestylers to ever pick up the mic. The one and only Lil Flip is in the building.
Thank you, my guy.
Welcome.
Oh, man, number love, brother. Number
How you
love.
doing?
All right.
Got to give
What
you
up?
the props that you deserve.
Thank you, bro. For real, man.
Tell us real quick, man. What got you? What made you fall in love with music and got you started in the game, brother?
Man, I tell this to like a lot of people. They don't understand. A lot of people had choices to be in the music industry. I didn't have no choice. Like my grandmother, she played the piano for the church. So
Right.
if you born in my family, guess what?
You in the
in the
music.
choir.
Right.
Like, so I've been in studios, and then my dad, his god sister is Terry Ellis, and that's like my aunt, you know. So she sings with In Vogue, for the people that don't know who Terry Ellis is.
Word and high.
It is. And so like I was always around like church. I was rapping, freestyling, battling, family reunions, like everything. Just getting to it, man. I ain't had no choice. So when I came in, I was doing the music, you know. Inside my mama's stomach, we was in the studios and things of that nature.
No question, man. No question. So you had to be, when the rap aspect of it kicked in, how old were you when you just fell in love with that hip hop
Took it. Man, I love hip hop from the beginning. Sugar Hill Gang, Slick Rick. And it was a lot of people, man, you know.
I've read something about MC Hammer.
Oh yeah, definitely. I used to have the parts like Hammer. Oh, I had the pants too.
You did the dance?
I tried.
The church shoes?
Oh, good.
I mean, I had a whole bunch of church shoes, so I didn't never just like. I just stuck with the ones I had, but definitely had the pants and the parts.
Let me ask you this. So, at what point did your skill reach the level where you said, you know what, I can do this professionally, man. I think I'm good enough to put records out.
Well, what happened was like I pretty much like when I went to Fondren Middle School. That's like when I took it the most serious. I went to middle school with Tulo, Free My Bro Tulo. And we used to be in class together, detention together, you know, and you know, just being able to still be in the mix by being around C Note and D-Red, the Botany Boys, and DJ Screw. I was always on the scene anyway, so it was just like a no-brainer. It was like, man, I'm in these clubs and seeing somebody like Tulo and people like Chris Cross, it kind of made me feel like, man, somebody my age doing it. Like it's possible, because at that time, everybody was like grown, that was making it in the rap game. So,
And at that time, you was about how old? Because you was young when you
yeah, it was like 14, 15.
Right. Funky little brother was about 2 years younger than that.
It was going on around that time.
Yeah.
It was going on around that time.
And he went straight to the leagues. He went to Scarface. Wow. Yeah,
doubt. And the first big song I heard you on, if there was one before that, correct me, but I heard you on the Diamonds All in Your Face.
Correct.
So that was the one that really just propelled you to that, to where everybody was like, who would this flip do?
I would say it would be the one that he was on Screw. Was that before that?
The freestyle?
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. Timeline. It all happened like around the same time. Well, I think me and Cino had already had Diamonds in Your Face done already.
Right. And that hit big on the radio. I remember hearing that a lot on the radio. That was your first time getting that airplay like that. So what was it like going from this dude that I'm just a regular dude out here, then all of a sudden everybody's knowing the words of your song, everybody's speaking your name everywhere you go, you getting booked and all that. Did that take some adjusting to get used to, or did you kind of just transition right into it like, I'm meant to do this, let's get it?
Yeah, I was already programmed and prepared. But the dope part about it was like being able to be in school, like walking down the highway and hear people playing your music, or being like, yo, that's him, he on the radio. It was like a dope feeling.
How'd you balance that, being so young, because you was in school and doing music? How'd you balance the two?
I had been doing music anyway.
Okay.
I was already
so it was a natural.
Yeah, I was already in the clubs with everybody anyway.
Okay.
10, 9, 11.
I was just about
in
to
the
say,
club anyway, so it was just like I said, I was forced to do music, you know what I mean? So I was doing it just for church and for God, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do music regardless whether I get paid because I love music, but
I was going to say, speak on
it was easy.
Those days of Just Joking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when the whole city really got introduced to flip, like what you can do,
rapper.
what you can do each week. Each week it's a different week, but every week is a unbelievable, it goes down in history kind of week. Yeah.
Man, that was the battle days, you know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I made my rap battle league, Lil Flip Rap Battle League, because I used to battle, and the way we battle, like we freestyle off the top of the head, but the way they battle now, especially on the East Coast, they remember the rhymes.
They remember the rhymes and keep saying it.
And I salute them though, because to remember all them bars, like I'm cool with Disaster, I'm cool with K-Shine, Hollow the Dunn, like Murder Moot,
all the greats,
all them guys, like we sit and watch, just like they watch our videos, like we sit and watch their videos.
No doubt.
But yeah, just joking, man. Shout out to DJ Big Red, get well. He I always would let me freestyle everywhere I went. Rest in peace to Wicked Cricket. He would do the same.
Yes.
And just each week, new person came up and I had to take their head off, man. Battling.
Let me ask you about just the art of freestyling, because I've had ESG on here. We had Kiki here, I think last week. Week before last. And one thing about all of y'all screwed up click cats, man, y'all are some freestyle champions, man. I'm a pen guy, I'm a writer, man, but I always commended how you guys were able to just come off the dome with that spontaneous,
for about 9 minutes long.
I mean, incredible, man. What do you attribute to that, and how did you develop? Did that develop just being in a circle with other guys who were good at it, or you naturally had it, or tell us about that?
Everything. It's like everything, but it started with, before you get, a bag, you got to rap on other people's beats, right? So
right, no doubt.
Just being at home rapping over people's lyrics, and even while the lyrics on there, you just rapping, mumbling stuff to your head, and like I went to River Oaks Elementary, like
what?
So like I've been around 3 types of people in my life, right?
Yeah.
So I went to River Oaks Elementary,
yeah,
predominantly white, learned art, painting, speak different languages, how to act, how to write screenplays at a young age. Then went to the Wild Wild West, you know what I'm saying? I went to Fundra Middle School, so that's when I started, the street flip developed and started getting money in the streets. And then I went to Worthing, which is, by my hood, Cloverland, Sunnyside area. So I've been around 3 types of people. And I've always been a person that watched movies. I used to read a lot of books and educate myself. So because I've read so many books and watched so many movies and been through so much stuff, and as well as I hung around older people like my whole life, so I was always ahead of the person who was my age. Like when I was 18, I was really 40 mentally.
Yeah, you was a precocious young cat. Yeah, just out there, just ahead of your game, an old soul, and had that experience, man. We here with the one and only, the legend, Lil Flip, man. If y'all want to get in and get a quick call while we got some time, the number is 713-526-5738. And y'all can call in and holler at the legend himself, man. I see we got Down South Nate on the line. He been holding for a while, so we'll get Nate in real quick. Go ahead, Nate. You got a question or comment for Flip?
Hey, just keep doing what you're doing, homie.
Appreciate it. I will do, man.
Non-stop. What's good? Like, you on tour? You going anywhere?
Man, I stay on tour. I have yet to take a vacation yet. But my next official tour is about to start. Like my last album I'm dropping is The Leprechaun 2. That's March 17th, St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And but before that, I'm dropping 2 albums. I'm dropping two on Valentine's Day. One for the streets called No Feelings, and one straight for the ladies called Feelings. So I dropped those 2 albums, and then after my last album, me and Zero, we doing Kings of the South Part 2. It'll be the 15-year anniversary of that. So
what year anniversary is it for the
appreciate the love, Nate.
20.
Thank you, Nate.
20, that's what I figured.
That's why that's my last album.
Wow, that's crazy.
I got a question for you. What is the most successful, lucrative investment you ever made? Cause I know you made a lot.
Man, I gotta say, man, investing in myself for starters.
Okay.
Because
it's
like,
heavy.
A lot of people they look for the person to invest in them.
Yeah.
Like every time you see like the hats, the merch, all that different stuff, the rappings, the big posters, the videos, the world stars, the MTVs, like I paid for it.
Yeah.
And you know, I dabbled in real estate because my grandpa he owned a few houses like before he passed. Rest in peace to my grandpa, Robert Harris.
Mm-hmm.
And but I gotta say me, because I can talk. You can invest in a house, and you know it sits there, and you know if somebody wants it, they buy it. But if I'm selling me, if I walk in the room, I'm gonna come out with the deal.
Come on.
Even if you feel like you won.
Come on now.
If I can take nothing and make it into millions and billions, if you give me something, imagine what I'm gonna do with that. So my best investment was me.
Now, and on that point, because I remember when you was really starting to make your ascension in the game, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, and this might have been leading up to the big record deal. You and Hump was doing it big at that time. The mixtapes that you was putting out was killing the streets, bro.
Man.
I mean, destroying the streets, and y'all street team and marketing and promotion strategies was so extreme that you could not go anywhere without seeing Lil Flip posters and Lil Flip everything going on. So I know for a fact that everything you're saying about investing in yourself is an actual fact, because I saw it with my own eyes. We actually dropped the album around the same time, like in 2000. So I was kind of, everywhere I would go, I would see your stuff. Like I was out there putting mine up myself.
Yeah. Wow. And guess what?
He was too.
I was too.
Yeah.
And I can believe that.
And I still do it to this day.
Come on now, you better.
Like I still go put my posters up to this day. I show up to the venue, I give my team some, hey, you put these up. I'm going in the bathrooms, putting them up, like, hey man.
That's a great, you know, and to me that's a great work ethic to have, but to never lose.
Yeah.
Because some people feel like, I ain't gotta do that. That's beneath me.
But guess what? You know my dad, and I just left him. He said, what up?
That's my guy, man.
Yeah.
That's my guy. What up, Wes?
He always told me, don't forget who you are.
Wow.
Lil Flip is a stage name.
Right.
Wesley is who you are. So it don't matter. Like, you know, I'm a pass any job I pay somebody to do around me, I can do it.
Right.
And I ain't Hollywood, I'm Hollywood.
Come
you
on
know,
now.
just like he holding my bag right now, right?
Right.
If he asks me to hold his bag, I'm gonna hold his
Absolutely.
bag. I ain't gonna be like, oh, I'm the star. Like,
Absolutely.
So I ain't gonna ask nobody to do nothing for me that I wouldn't do for them.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Murder.
So just speaking of when you and Hump first came up with a lot of people out here dropping albums, we're gonna say CD, mixtape, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And think the grind is simple. I kind of know the background, Kay kind of know the background, but I want you to explain what y'all did to make that album do what it did.
Everything wasn't Wasn't no handshake too good. Wasn't no club too small.
Come on now.
Like we just grinded it out, you know. Everything, you know. My dad taught me to do great business and not good business.
Come on.
It's a difference in doing good business and great business.
Right.
A person that do good business, they go come, you know, you pay them. Hey, what's your fee? All right, give me $5,000. I want you on stage 30 minutes. All right, cool. They come do the 30-minute show and leave. No pictures, no nothing. 30 minutes exactly. Me, you pay me to do a 30-minute show, I'm gonna give you 45.
Right.
You pay me to do an hour, I'm gonna do an hour and 30. And then I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna take pictures with everybody who want pictures. And then like the bartenders and the waitresses that's working that can't really come stop working to take pictures, I'm gonna put some CDs to the side and say, hey, this for your workers. And then I'm gonna say, hey, do they want some pictures? Then I'm gonna make sure everybody cool. I'm gonna kill a stage and I'm gonna make sure everybody get their pictures and then we go take a home.
Yeah. Yeah, we just did a show together about a month ago in Victoria. But see, the thing, you've always been consistent with that approach. And to see you still on that same concept in 2020, that is the testament to being able to have the longevity that you have been able to have. Because people take it for granted, and then you look up, people saying, whatever happened to that guy? Where are they now? But it's like, nah, ain't no where are they now. He's still doing it. And because of that work ethic, I feel like that's what has people still like coming out to see Flip the way they are, bro.
Definitely, because I call myself the promoter's best friend. You book me and then you book a few people, even if they're on the radio a lot right now. Once you deal with them and they won't take a picture with your mom or they won't even speak to you, you're going to be like, damn, Flip was cool. Everybody that spend money with me, they come back.
Yeah. That's establishing business relationship, and not even a business relationship, because you got to establish a relationship with the fans.
Yeah,
you know, in a sense, that is a business relationship because they spending money on your music, but also it's that connection. Like, man, I met Flip, he shook my hand, I'll never forget it. And I tell people coming all the time, you might not remember them, but they gonna remember the interaction that they had with you.
And just thinking about it, just humanly, who doesn't love a thoughtful person?
Yeah, no question.
Point blank.
There's some
that's
people that like people that are a-holes, though. It's crazy.
A-holes, I say thoughtful.
No, I know, but it's some people, I'm saying like vice versa. Like, you like, who wouldn't like nobody thoughtful? But then it's like, it's people that actually like to be treated.
Yeah, you're right.
Bad.
You're right.
Like, damn.
Right before you got in, we were talking about labels, and you have a book that's called "Don't Let the Music Industry Fool You." Yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yeah, when I got in the industry, like for real, they told me it was a book called "All You Need to Know About the Music Industry."
Okay.
You should read this, and then they told me about this book called The 48 Laws of Power. You should read this, and then they told me about The Art of War by Sun Tzu. You should read this, and then 50 Cent put out a book called The 50 Laws of Power, which he had the guy, Robert Greene, who wrote The 48 Laws, help him, like, all these different books. And so I read them, and I agreed with some of the stuff, and then I realized a little bit more, like, why people act like they act when they get in a position of power. Because a lot of things in The 48 Laws of Power book is, like, kind of evil, deception. You know, it's evil. It's like
manipulative.
Yeah, it's
there's
like,
no problem, create a problem.
Yeah, it's like some other stuff. So, you know, I decided to put out a book that was not as long, that the people right now can read and not have to, you know, feel like they spent too much time reading the book.
No question.
So you can read my book in like 15, 20 minutes, easy read. It's pictures in there, and then it's like steps and rules. Then I speak on like different things that I did, you know, to get to where I'm at and what I went through and why I moved like I moved and blah, blah, blah. So I just wanted to get the fans like a book, something they can understand. And we got the soundtrack on iTunes for that. And I'm doing a cartoon for that book. And we're doing a workshop like around the world where we go to city, talk to the artists, you know, teach them media training, have people on the panel talking and, you know, giving them the real game.
713-526-5738 if y'all want to holler at Flip. I see we got Dean on the line. We'll take this call. All the way from Arkansas? Okay, that's what's up. Go ahead, Dean.
How's it going, Jay?
Okay.
Flipping Berta.
Oh, man, my guy. How you feeling?
All right. Hey, Flip, I've been playing that 8-cell mini. I'm killing everybody with you and K-Rino.
Man.
I did have a question, kind of boggles my mind a little bit. You know, like, I've been a fan since forever. So it's like, you know, when you were doing your thing from, I don't know, say, H.S.E. all the way up until probably Volume 10, then you got hot with Game Over. Like, after that, you know, you start messing with this set.
Yep.
The flow change. I just want to know that this set put something on you to make the flow change.
Appreciate the call, Dean.
If you go to all my albums, even back from the Leprechaun, you'll see that I'm like influenced by not only Houston music but like New York music. So
yeah,
I always display different styles. Like when I rap, like it don't matter if I rap fast, I rap slow. So now that was just me just showing people that hey, it don't matter what style or what artist you put me with. You want to hear me, you know, be basic, I could be basic. You want to hear me be lyrical, I could be lyrical. You want to hear me rap fast, I could rap fast. It don't matter. You put me on the track, I could rap to Zydeco.
Already.
okay.
What did you always think about that? Like, because Houston had, even back when I first started, it was all they country.
Right.
Oh, they do this, they do
Yep.
that. What did you reached the highest of heights in this game. Did you ever, when you got outside of the city of Houston in different states and those regions like New York and Cali, did you ever have to defend us as lyrically talented to say, well, hold on, man, y'all got us all wrong on any occasions like that?
That's what I did when I was rapping.
Right.
Like when I rap, like in my mind, I'm like, okay, what does somebody from New York go feel about this verse? Mm-hmm. That's like what be in my mind,
no doubt.
Right? Anytime I do a verse, so I just know how, you know, certain times it's a time to be basic and have fun and make the little melodies, and it's a time to be lyrical. So I just felt like me going to New York and putting my flag down and, you know, messing with Cameron and Dipset and Jim Jones and the K-Slays and being on the DJ Clue albums and 50 Cent and DJ Who Kid putting me on the mixtapes, them G-Unit mixtapes, and
you naming all of the tops in the game that was rocking with you.
Yeah,
like
Fat
that.
Joe
Yeah.
and these different people, they embraced me, and I was just like, yeah, I gotta come with it. I gotta show y'all that we ain't just talking about candy paints and everything ain't just man hold up, I'ma come down, because they look at that like right. We slow.
Right, no question.
You know what I mean?
No question.
And so for us to have people, you know what I'm saying, like us, that can spit, you know what I'm saying, you, the Killer Colleons, even Sauce Walker, he can rap. A lot of people think he just do the dripping, but he actually can rap.
A fact.
Like,
that's a fact.
And because I know him from, you know, he used to do the rap, you know, back before now. It was a little bit different.
Right.
And when he was battling and stuff, and I told him, I was like, man, hey, I know you can rap. He said, man, I got to rap. I say, rap, man, like rap, you know, show him that you. And like on his last projects and stuff, he been showing, you know, telling them stories.
I just seen that. I was about to say that.
Yeah,
the last video, he was telling a great story.
And he can do it. Like he can do the swag, the dripping, you know what I'm saying? And then he can spit. And that's what it's about. Being able to have fun and then show rappers that, hey, I got bars too. Yeah. And that's what it's about, having fun, man. And then still showing them, hey, I still got it.
Do you think that sets you apart from most Houston rappers? Because you do entertain those different channels? You know, because like from your tree, mostly everybody came through there from just freestyle.
Right.
And then they got put on to the radio. And then from there they was introduced to how to make songs, if you're going to be able to make something with a hook, you know, the whole situation of that. But do you think by you just looking at that from that aspect, that actually that sets you apart from most Houston rappers that came out of the school?
Definitely, because if you don't get to travel outside your comfort zone, then all you go know is your comfort zone. Right. Like if you ain't never been to Amsterdam or, you know, going to Little Rock when they actually was filming Banging in Little Rock, you know what I mean? Like the real days when it was a real war zone, like I was out there, you know what I mean? And just seeing the different slangs and the way they talk in St. Louis and the way they talk in Atlanta, like just around the world, it just embraced me into, all right, let me infuse a little of this. You know, it's like gumbo, you know. Mm-hmm. Like when you get my albums, it's going to be 50% Texas all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the rest is going to be for the ladies, and it's going to be me on my lyrical, just, hey, man, we got it. Storytelling, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I think so, because it's like I look at the people that came before me as like the original Terminators.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But each one was more souped up.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
You know what I mean?
Advance
Shooting
with
the
the
missiles
time.
and
With the
you touch
time.
them and turn into you, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And so I just soaked up all the game like a sponge, and I still hold the people who came before me to the same regard that I held them at when they was on the radio. Like I don't look down like, oh, I sold more than you. Kiki is still Kiki to me.
No doubt.
I'm still a Kiki.
Y'all stories
fan.
kind of connect.
You know what I mean?
Because he just said the other day that's how he grew up, with sharpening those freestyle skills by freestyling over people's beats that's actually rapping.
Yeah, like these people, they still who they are to me. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, and
that's humility too, man. Because some people will look at it like, well, I've advanced past it. But it's like, no, you still able to put yourself in that mind. When I was a young kid, and I still look at that guy the same way.
Yeah, it's still a part of me, man. The same feeling when Draped Up, when 3 in the Morning came on, when the Botany Boys, Smoking and Leaning came on, like, so. And me, Kiki, and ESD, we are doing the S.U.C. Freestyle Kings album.
That's gonna be crazy.
Hold on, say that one more time.
That is crazy.
Lil Flip, Lil Kiki, ESD, we doing the S.U.C. Freestyle Kings album, because some people feel E, some people feel it's Key.
Yeah.
That's gonna be ugly.
So
that's gonna be ugly.
We just gonna have fun with it.
You need to put his Poe in that.
Man.
Pokey too.
Oh, now he gonna be on. He gonna be on the project, but the main three gonna be me.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
I want to see a rap battle between Zero Flip and K-Rino right here. And K-Rino, I'm being messy. My bad.
Nah, you're all right.
I mean, since he's here, let's ask him this question.
Let's go.
I've been watching this trailer about Screw. You know anything that you can kind of put out there for us, kind of get us in the same direction?
You know about it?
Man, I don't really know. I knew it was coming. Like a few of my homies, they acting in it, and a few of my homies said they was acting in it. So I ain't seen no parts right now, like with them in it yet. You know what I mean? But I just saw the trailer like everybody else. But I heard it was coming and it was being made.
Yeah. Look good. And I got one more question. The mentality you had when you did Game Over, what put you in that direction?
The mentality that I was in on Game Over, I was just trying to get the bag. Look, so this what happened. Like Game Over and Sunshine, them the last two records I put on You Gotta Feel Me album, right? Like the people I was dealing with at the time, my old lawyer, he managed these people that produce records, and they had the record with the hook already on it, and they kept trying to give it to me. I was like, Sunshine, it's cool. And then one of the A&Rs that was at the label I was with, they had the Game Over beat with the Pac-Man. And at the time, I think T2, they had a record, T2 and Slim and E. They had the record on the Pac-Man beat being played in H.Town, and then before them, Benny Siegel had did a beat on the Pac-Man beat. It's a record called Mac Man.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to rap on this. Somebody in my city already, rapping on the Pac-Man beat. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it. So I turned it down for like 8 months, finished the album, get to the end of the album. They're like, man, what will it take for you to rap on this beat? I'm like, you give me $20,000, I'll do it.
Right.
So I made the label pay me $20,000 to rap on the beat they wanted me to rap on.
Right.
And that's why I started the record off. Y'all done effed up and let me in this beat. Like I said, I'm just gonna curse on the first 3 lines just so it can't be no hit.
Right.
It didn't work.
You never never know which one is gonna be. We got a couple of quick questions. Cause we got about 7 or 8 more minutes left.
But I was spitting on that, like that particular record. I say, you know what? I'm finna spit on here to let New York people know that we can spit. Yeah. That was my mind frame. With every verse on Game Over, like I was like acting like I'm auditioning and rapping for somebody from New York to get them to to fix their screw face.
Okay.
Like, okay.
We always had to prove ourselves, man. But that's a good thing, because anytime I saw you, anytime I saw Slim, Paul Wall, guys who went platinum and double platinum, I always looked at y'all like, man, they are representing us on that level that people never thought we could be on. So you Gotta Feel Me selling 2 million records, man. Back in the days where I tell people all the time, when people had to actually go in the store and buy the record.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It's a question that we ask every artist that come on our show. And Andrea's going to ask you this question, because we really curious to hear this from you.
If there was no rap did not exist, what would you be doing?
I'd be playing basketball.
Okay. All right. I ain't know you had a
Me
little
too.
something out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was a
Gymnastics.
3-point.
Playing.
I'm gonna have to get you out there one of these
I know they
days.
be flipping in the gymnastics.
Yeah, I was a 3-point champ 2 years in a row, and a free throw champ at Fundren 2 years in a row. Oh yeah, rest in peace to Coach Miller. That was my coach at Fundren.
No.
And he answered that quick. He didn't think
He
about it
already
or
knew.
nothing, so he already knew
For
what
real,
it was
for
that he was
real.
going to do. Real quick, we see another call. Versatile is on the line. We'll take him real fast and get a couple more questions. We flip. Go ahead, Versatile. Give me your issue in about 30 seconds, my brother.
Man, I just wanted to chime in real quick, man. Let's made a real statement just a minute ago when he was talking about when people spend money with him, they come back. And I actually just paid for a feature from him about a week ago, and I'm finna drop it within the next few days. And I'm gonna make sure that he gets a copy of it, man, because it's a banger, man. It's a hit. I know you made 20 of them, but Rick definitely did a good job, man. He gave me my money's worth, and I'm definitely gonna work with him again. I appreciate the love on the track. I just wanted to tune in and say, if you spend money with him, then you're gonna get your money's worth. And salute, man. Keep grinding.
Man, thank
Appreciate
you, bro.
that, my
Thank
brother.
you, my guy.
Appreciate that love. Real quick, let me ask you about that too, because how many features you think you've done in your whole career? Just if you had to take a wild guess.
Probably 200,000.
Okay, so if you've done this is what I tell people about features.
Probably half a million in real life.
Let me
In real
ask you
life.
this then. Let me ask you this, because that's an astronomical number.
Half a million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speak to the importance of giving each individual who gets a feature from you that exclusive verse that nobody before them got and nobody after them gonna get. Because a lot of people be recycling like hell out here. You know what I'm
it
saying?
make you look lazy and make you look less creative. But when you're a true artist and creative, and hey, you go make sure they get their money's worth, man. You know, the day I stopped thinking of punchlines and witty stuff to say, that's the day I just stopped doing music.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. It is what it is. Lastly, I want to touch on something. Everybody remember all that crap that went on with you and T.I. and all that, but y'all squashed that.
True.
And I think that it's very important for rap fans to know, not the rappers, because it's always the fans that divide and take sides and split up.
Yeah.
Talk about how y'all were able to squash that and come to a point of peace after all that stuff that went on back in the days, man.
I mean, it's pretty plain and simple. I mean, the godfather of the city, who I respect, who I respect, and who's one of my mentors, Jay Prince. He just came
Salute.
through. He was just like, hey man, what can we do to stop this? And we sat down and had a meeting and talked about it. And I ain't gonna say nothing else about him. He ain't gonna say nothing else about me. And that was the agreement. And we just moved on.
Two giants, man, because that we never wanted to see, man. Like, man, these are the giants, bro. These brothers can do so much damage together as a unit, man.
Yep.
Do you have anything, what you getting ready to drop? What's coming from Flip, shows, projects, whatever? Let us know.
Man, let's see, in the last year, I probably dropped 5 albums. We dropped La Clover Nostra on St. Patrick's Day last year. We got on there Ball, MJG, 2 Chainz on that one. Then I dropped Black Friday 2. Who I got on that one? I think I got Young Bleed. I dropped the Coneheads. I got Snoop and Devin and Young Bleed on that one. I dropped the Art of Freestyle 2 on Halloween. I did that Dolo, straight lyrics, crazy.
Wow.
Then after that, I dropped the Music Machine. That was the first interactive album. I let the fans help me make the album. I streamed live on Facebook and Instagram.
Wow.
Played the beats. And I was like, y'all feeling that? And they helped me pick the beats. I asked some of them, I'm like, hey, what's the topic? What this sound like to y'all? And they was like, oh, it sound like this. And so they helped me make the album. I made it in 8 hours and 33 minutes.
Who's ever done that before? I never heard nobody ever do that.
I ain't seen nobody either.
Yeah,
so I
straight
did
up.
that. The Music Machine is out. And then No Feelings and Feelings will drop Valentine's Day, and then my last album, The Leprechaun Part 2, St. Patrick's Day. But I've been in the video game mode, man. I got the H.S.E. Fight Minis game out. And then for the kids, I put out the Lil Flip Save Christmas.
Already.
So
I'll be scared to do that, but let the fans pick my beats. I'll be thinking there's some haters out there gonna try to put me on some trash. Nah, but it's all good.
You can do it.
Was murder on the fighting game?
I was going to say, that's what I had said. I saw a little mini murder today.
They're gonna come out on the S.U.C.
The S.U.C edition. Okay.
Yeah, we seen Murder doing gut checks.
Now we
Take somebody every now and then.
He knocked somebody out with a wing.
Now we actually, the dope part about it, bro, we adding characters, like, it's crazy. We about to really do some game tournaments, like, for these games, man.
Okay.
So all the gamers out there that really game, like, we doing one in Houston. I think we giving away $3,000. We doing one in San Antonio. I think we giving away 2. We doing Dallas, Austin, New York, Cali, LA. And then once we get all the winners, like, of the 12 cities we go to, then we go do a real big one in Houston and probably do like $20,000.
Wow.
Like, but those winners, the winners of each city,
all of
they'll
them,
be able to come back and battle for the belt. So y'all, if you got H-Town Fight Minis, it's on our iPhone, Android, PC. It's only $3.99. You know, you spend more than that on Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, check this out real quick. What we'll do, we'll take this last quick call. I see Victor been waiting a while, but we got to make it real quick. We got about 1 minute. Go ahead, Victor. Go ahead, Victor. You got like 20 seconds.
It's called H2.
I was just calling in to show some love, but yeah, I'm a visual artist. I have many friends that make music as well, but I wanted to ask both of y'all interested, like, if y'all have any advice to give to anybody who's not in the music world, but like, the music people who have a promotional team and many friends that help them. So like, as far as people who do photography or promotion or artwork, flyers, like, do I have any advice for them to give? Because a lot of people just be looking at things sometimes like, gotta get on, I can't rap, look at it like that's one of the only ways out. So I was like, that's not, man.
We got you. Appreciate that, Victor. He said any advice on, even if you're not a rapper, just whatever you setting out to do, if you got any advice for him.
I mean, the best way I can say is, man, promote yourself, man. Don't be afraid to invest in your brand. Write a list out of things that you want and things that you need. It's a difference. And if you cut back on the things that, you want, the things that you need will come to you a lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just believe in yourself, man. God
Right.
first, and can't nobody push your dream harder than you.
And some of that in his book. Get his book.
No doubt. Get the book. Get everything Flip ever dropped from 1942 on up to now.
For real.
And we
The whole
appreciate y'all tuning in as always. We'll see y'all next week on We'll talk to y'all next week on K-Rino Radio, man. Shout out to the OG, the legend,
Thank
Flip,
you,
for
man.
coming through, man.
You an OG and you a legend too.
Oh, brother,
Even if the rest of the world don't know, you be in Australia, bro. You be everywhere. You a legend.
Oh,
Sales
man.
don't mean legendary.
Without a doubt, man.
Believe that.
It's all about the love, man. Well, we appreciate y'all, and we will definitely catch y'all next week. One love, man. Family, peace. Yeah.